Okay, I think we're up. We're doing a free stream. I'm driving around, I just fucking pick some shit up, driving the fuck around aimlessly. So I figure we do a free stream. Yo, 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 yo. DA Carl has a heart. You know that worm should have 5 hearts? They got a lot of heart. Worms got a lot of heart. Yo, 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 what's up? What's up, what's up, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? How you guys doing? You guys enjoying your Friday night? Before the end of the world or what? Hopefully you're doing important stuff. What do you guys want to talk about? We talk about whatever you want. Anything you fucking want, we can talk about. I got like fucking 40 minutes probably. I gotta try not to kill myself on the highway though. I am like going right the fuck off the road. Should probably pay attention to where the fuck I'm going. So I don't kill women and children in this bitch. I'm driving like a fucking killing machine here. Alright, talk about the AR-10. So just general thoughts on the AR-10. I do think that it's a really good weapon for out to 800. I think that 260 is probably a little bit better in terms of like long range, you know, like 260 AR-10s. Or even, I mean, fuck, they have 6.5s now that work, that actually run, so... M1 dark ass M1A or AR-10? I'm not even gonna answer that. If that gives you an idea. Sup, Duncan, sup. Well, so AR-10, it's I like it. It is not a. It is a long-range gun. It is not a. AR-10s are not really good for like any close-up work. I mean, you can hit stuff with it and kill stuff, but it's just so your recoil, like your energy in the weapon is so much greater than like a 5.56 or something that it just to me it doesn't make a lot of sense. Like, you have a lot of advantage within. Like, if you're talking like within 300 meters, you have like a significant advantage with 5.56. All right, what else? Seattle downtown. What's going on in Seattle? They having like a little fucking fake riot or what? Who's the welfare bear? Is he in the stream? Oh, the autonomous zone? How serious can that be? Like, if they're permitting an autonomous zone, this is what's crazy about it, is like, they got the fucking autonomous zone, like, the last time somebody tried to do an autonomous zone, they had a civil war. You know what I mean? And they're just like, yeah, it's fine, because it like goes along with the fucking narrative, right? So, like, it doesn't matter, like, anything goes if it's with the fucking money. If you're following the emperor, you can't do fucking wrong. Like, it doesn't matter what you do. If you are supporting the empire, the emperor, then you're fucking good to go. Doesn't matter what you do. Doesn't matter if you murder people. Doesn't matter if you murder people. Doesn't matter if you fucking rape, murder, steal, lie. Doesn't matter. If you're helping out the fucking King George, you're fucking A-okay. You're gonna see a lot of really destructive stuff come out. Like, I've tried to explain this shit to you guys. Like, people have a real Dunning-Kruger effect in play, where it's like they can't identify how serious the situation is. Like, I'm not saying that Antifa and shit is serious. I'm saying that, or like the riots going on now are serious. Those are not serious. You've relatively had few number of people die. it's what's coming up in the future that's serious, and it's coming, and this is just the opening part of it. Yeah, they do want to kick off conflict. There's both an internal conflict and an external one. The internal one is anybody that wants some will get the internal conflict. The external conflict is China. I can't help it if somebody's rude. Somebody's complaining about Discord being rude. Like I can't help that. You know. If you're worried about people being rude, you're in for a fucking rude awakening. I'll tell you that much. Like you're gonna fucking wish that people were as rude as you perceive on Discord. They just go in there. It's very simple. This is how the Discord server works. It's very simple. I think they put up like I don't know how. I haven't even looked at the rules. Hopefully the rules aren't fucked up, but. The basic rules are like don't personally hack anybody, you know, and don't do anything that would get the server closed down, like post illegal things. We want to keep the server open, and we don't want this. It's not that we care. It's not that we really don't care about personal attacks. Other than that's ugly. But the reason that we prohibit personal attacks is because that's the way that infiltrators use it. They'll get in there. They'll fucking do personal attacks. They'll fucking DM people back and forth and then like screenshot their fucking conversations and then like go to another person that's in there and then show them and like work them against each other to fucking tear up any reasonable discussion. That's why there's no personal attacks permitted, because it makes it easy to fucking identify them and kick them the fuck out, because we have a lot of them. Jen, do they have a woman rule in there? They shouldn't have a woman rule, like no women. They should just have like a no slutting it up rule, which would fall under don't disrupt the Discord. I mean, not that I'm saying that you're slutting it up. I'm just saying like for women in general. Jen, are you talking to me? Jen said I am not a slut. I did not say that you were a slut. If that's what you're implying. I don't even know you. Never even seen you before. Okay, yeah. I don't think you're a slut. You did, like, the girl rule is obviously because guys will harass girls in there. Did they have a girl rule? Somebody was joking about it. I don't know if they actually put it through. I'm not, like, the Discord's not mine. Those are just people that made Discord. Okay, you're good. Okay, cool. What else you guys got? Kevin asks, what rar fuck is going on here? I don't know. You tell me. We're just fucking free streaming. I just bought an appliance off Craigslist, and I'm driving it back home. I got some time to kill. I figured I'd do a stream. Do you guys have anything like important that we should talk about? Like anything that's gonna like fucking enlighten our perspectives or what? It's a fucking oven back there. Okay, you want to talk about contrast? You want to go into like metaphysics? The construction of creation, is that what you're saying? I don't care if there's journalists. Jen, tell them that Dugan said he doesn't care if there's fucking journalists in there. I don't care. As long as they're not disrupting. If they're disrupting, they can get the fuck out. Yeah. So two things. You got solar power and race war. Who do I think is constructing a race war? It's not really a race war. They're just packaging it to look like that so they can get really solid sides going. It's basically like they're taking the minority populations and then pitting them against the majority populations and that's it. That's like all it is. You know, like and there are specific. You know, it's a very clear map of who it is. I'm going to release it after I fucking dig into it because I haven't had the time to like really lay it out to be able to present it. The other action was solar panel, or the other question was solar panels. What do I think about solar panels? So solar panels are kind of cool. Like I like them. They're not a alternative energy solution because they fucking, you know, they have to be manufactured. The components and the way they manufacture, they're just getting better every year in terms of less input to manufacture them. But they are somewhat resource intensive to manufacture, and once they're gone, like they're gone. Like if the plants that make them go down or something, then it's like you don't have any more solar panels. So there are ways to harvest your energy that are renewable and like you can do yourself at home. One of them, like a huge one that's completely untapped, is pneumatic power. Like pneumatic power is basically fucking free. It's somewhat inefficient compared to like, you know, electricity, but it doesn't matter if you're just like working off of fucking air. Like you have a lot of air, you just need to have the proper way to compress it. A water wheel, yeah, you could use a water wheel, yeah. Like I'm not saying that electricity is like inefficient. I'm saying that we're talking about solar panels. Well, Mitchell Black says, imagine worrying about race and Jews. So I don't really agree with that. You know what I mean? Like I think that what's happened is that like normal people didn't really develop any kind of like science about race. Like the people that fucking rule the world fucking developed all the study into that. Like all the eugenics are the people that are here right now still doing fucking eugenics the entire time. Like they've never stopped, you know? And they fucking think that race is important. So if they think fucking race is important, maybe it's like important, at least in your civil sense, you know? In terms of Jews, I don't think you should worry about Jews like you shouldn't hurt anybody or attack Jews. That would be wrong. And it's not gonna solve the problem. But you like this entire precipice that we're on is on the world figuring out and understanding that pretty much every pivotal thing that you've ever like as a nation, as like in the past fucking 1,000 years, I mean really before that, is like has a pivotal role by the Jews. And I don't mean that necessarily like direct fucking attribution to like, you know, malfeasance. I don't mean that, but it is that way in a lot of cases. But what I mean is that positionally, in terms of the relationship to the nations, like, you know, obviously, like the Jews are such a big part of everything that's going on everywhere. And the fact that civil government and people in general can't, like, they're so immature and fucking infantile and impotent that humanity, like, other than like denigrating them and saying like, you know, fuck Jews and Jews are always gonna be Jews, you know, and like, you know, shit that doesn't really mean a lot, instead of like actually talking about it in a public way that is, you know, mature, they go to attacks, and then the flip side of that is like the institutions that are dependent on money and the people that are materialistic, that worship money, that are fucking everywhere in the fucking world. Like everywhere around me, everything is about money for most people, whether they want to admit it or not, and they put that shit at the center of their entire focus in life. And they will not fucking talk about Jews at all. And the reason why is not because they care about Jews, because they don't. The reason that they don't talk about Jews is because, like, they believe in the back of their head, or whether or not they don't believe it, but the reality is that in the back of their head, they know that if they ever got to the point where they attributed Jews with the things that the Jews have partaken in, Not all Jews. When I say Jews, I'm not talking about every fucking Jew. So don't fucking put words in my mouth. I'm talking about like groups that make influences in the stuff that we're talking about, and like sociopolitics and the shit that's going on now. They're all Jewish. That's what I'm talking about, right? If that's not you, then I'm not fucking talking about you. Okay? The people that have done that, they can't be talked about by the public, because if they came to a catharsis of what the Jews have participated in, which is like clearly fucking recorded in history, like it's recorded everywhere. There's like so many documents out, like there's so like it's just ridiculous. It's extremely dishonest, number one. Number two, it's fucking like, I mean, don't you believe in fucking ethic or like moral, like things being true, and that something's true, it doesn't really matter like how inconvenient it is for anybody. It's just true, and we can be accountable for ourselves and our actions, like in our creation. It probably seems like a good idea, but I guess people don't like that, and they won't talk about Jews. And the reason why is because that if they accepted what Jews have, done by their will, where they have, the people that have actually done it, if they accepted that, they would fucking flip out and kill all the Jews. And that's why they won't fucking talk about it. But they don't want to act like that. They want to act like they're fucking, like, they fucking know something about Jews, don't know shit about Jews. They want to act like they're the Jews' friend. They're not fucking friends of the Jews. They're liars, and they're fucking cowards. And they're ultimately responsible. The people that are like that are ultimately responsible for most of the suffering of humanity. Directly, like by their hand. They are the people, like when the Soviet Union was going, like post-war communism phase, when they were going around and fucking shooting people and like dumping their fucking bodies in holes never to be found again, in mass fucking ditches. The fucking Russians did not know that. The Russians that did that pulled triggers, did not think that they were going to do that in 1916. Like in 1916, there was no Russian that was like eating breakfast and was like, in fucking 10 years, I can see myself like executing women and children and dumping their bodies into holes. They never fucking said that. They never thought it. It never fucking crossed their mind. Hindsight being 2020 now, it's pretty like easy to go like, what the fuck were you guys thinking? Like this is like incredible. Like the most, like there's not much that's more wrong with it, right? That a person could do, and it's easy to pass judgment now. Those motherfuckers did not fucking know that they were going to be doing that, and they couldn't see it when they were doing. I mean, they knew that they were shooting people, but they believed in what they were doing. And there was a huge gap between what they believed before then and what they believed when they were doing that. And they would never, if you laid it out as a plot and chronology, they would never believe that they could do it or get that far. Those people are no fucking different than the people here now that want to pretend like Jews are not at the center of every fucking change and every control node in the fucking monetary world. From private business to fucking telecommunications to fucking scientific development to fucking international politics to fucking you name it, right? Fucking name it. They're there. And you're not doing yourself a favor by not acknowledging it, and you're not doing the Jews a favor either. I'll tell you that right now. You think you are. You think that by just fucking blindsiding your vision and getting tunnel vision and pretending like there's no fucking problem in the world and blaming it on people that are not doing it, you think that you're fucking helping the Jews. You're not. You're not. You're not helping the Jews, and what it's going to result in is a fucking worldwide fucking pogrom of killing Jews everywhere. And a lot of innocent people that are Jewish are going to get murdered because of your fucking pussy behavior and your lack of accountability. That is what's going to happen. So if you wanted to help the Jews, congratulations, you're not. You're going to fucking get a bunch of them killed. Period. That's how it's happened every single time in history. Every fucking time. You help by helping yourself. You help by getting off of this tit from the beast that we've made And you have to do it for yourself first, because if you can't help yourself, you can't help anybody else. Once you get yourself off, then you need to start getting other people off, and you need to get an entire community off. Am I Gnostic? No. Define Gnostic. Anthony L says, should we trust the banks? No. Not only should you not trust the banks, you shouldn't trust money. Because this is the problem with money as a technology. I'm talking about like all money. It doesn't matter if we're talking about gold, specie coin, silver. It doesn't matter if we're talking about fiat currency, whether it's backed or unbacked. The problem with money is that human beings are so fucking dumb that they can't readily see what is going on in front of their eyes. Human beings are so dumb, they cannot see what is obviously and plainly going on right in front of their fucking eyes. The way that people spend money and assume the technology of money and how it helps them and how it's a benefit to them, they see the mechanical math of what money is functioning as an entirely different thing than what is actually going on. Like, the model that people assume when they put $1 in their pocket and they're going to buy shit and they're like, this is great because now I can buy something for $1. That's what they think. They think that the fucking value of the dollar is like held in the fucking bill that they have. And it's not. It's the value of any money. It doesn't matter what it is. The value of any money is a cross between your acceptance of its value and the relative relation of how many units there are in circulation or believed to be in circulation. They don't even have to be in circulation. It can be a complete abstraction. It doesn't have to fucking really be there. That is what the real value is. And so when you're going around spending $1, you are assuming that the dollar is worth $1. You walk into a store and go up there and buy a fucking Tic Tac with $1, and then you're like, yeah, that was great. My dollar was worth $1. I bought a Tic Tac. That is not what's going on. What's really going on is that the moment that you fucking get the fucking dollar bill in your wallet from whatever labor you did, the value of the fucking unit is being sucked the fuck out, and along with it, the fucking labor that you put in to accept on bid, in contract for the fucking unit that you're spending, that's also going right the fuck along with it. So you're just giving away work for free. That's what's happening. And as you walk into the store with your dollar and you walk up to the fucking Tic Tac aisle and you grab that little fucking Tic Tac off the shelf and you walk up to the fucking counter and then, fucking put your eyeball retina scan or fucking butthole scan or whatever the fuck they're doing now, your motherfucking dollar is getting fucking stolen the entire time that's happening. Fractionally. And it is widespread. The entire purpose of globalism and fucking trade pacts and shit like that is to fucking make the circle of life of that unit so fucking wide, make the breadth of it so fucking wide that when it comes back and your dollar's worth fucking 10 cents, you have no idea what the fuck happened. And then you fucking blame, and then you fucking do a BLM right or whatever. That is the entire fucking point of it. That is the entire point of money, is to exploit you and steal your fucking energy and fucking your children's energy. And you don't need it, because everything that's worth any value, you fucking did yourself. It's so fucking simple, and it's absurd that people don't understand it. And you can have an isolated crypto or an isolated script, like a fucking isolated fiat script, but in theory, not in fucking practicality, because what happens is that as soon as you trade in the international pool that has been established since fucking money was fucking invented, with the little fucking gold coins with the lion pressed into them, since then, it has been the same international pool with the same fucking international network. It's just expanded. And what you're doing if you make a little colonial script with your buddies and you're trading and everything's all good and the fucking dollar's worth $1, that's great. But you dumbasses are going to fucking trade in the fucking poison pool, and as soon as you do that, it doesn't matter how good your currency was. It doesn't matter at all. It's fucking done. So you have to have like total isolation, as which isn't possible. It's not possible. You know? Everything that's been done has been done by money. All of the shit that is fucked up with the reason you have to fucking have a driver's license started with fucking money. The reason you have a fucking license plate started with money. The reason you have fucking license plate recognition scanners is because of money. The reason you're gonna have fucking facial recognition software being sold to police departments right now through Amazon is because of fucking money. The reason you have fucking gun law, and the only way that it went through, even though your Second Amendment says it fucking very fucking clearly that that's not supposed to happen, but it fucking happens anyway, is because of money. And the reason you can't do anything about it is because you don't have any fucking time or ability, because you don't fucking have anything, because everything that you have has been fucking stolen from you and replaced with worthless fucking paper that you don't control, and that you have to keep on going to work every day, and you have to spend most of your time working towards that and giving your fucking energy towards it, and it's retarded. And now the system is so big that you can't fucking get away. So as much as I would like to like have fuck all to do with money, I can't fucking leave and stop doing it because they fucking have me fucking held strapped down hostage here, right? I don't have a, I'm doing the bare minimum that I can. That's why I'm fucking working. That's why I got rid of all my shit and I'm doing fucking manual labor, because I get paid weekly. It's a small amount. I don't have to pay any fucking taxes. If I could fucking do it black market, I would. I can't do that. They pretty much like expect you to have social media to even get a job now, so they can fucking look up your ass. I mean, it's like ridiculous. Like, do you guys see how fucked up this world is becoming? It's no fucking good. I promise you it's not going to work out. It's coming to a fucking head. And the fucking worst thing about it, like riots and shit, I think the fucking black people have gotten it hard. Okay? I think that black people have gotten the raw end of the stick. But it's not for fucking Americans. I think that fucking slavery is hella wrong. And that people that fucking try to steal a human being should get fucking domed right in the face. Completely. I completely believe that. It wasn't fucking white people that fucking ran the fucking international companies and the loans that were required to fucking build ships, and the fucking network of people in multiple continents that had to organize to fucking steal African people and send them to fucking United States, which was, by the way, was only one half of the fucking slave trade. You also had the fucking Saharan slave trade, which is more brutal because they, like, most of them died. That's why you don't fucking know about it, because most of them fucking died. They didn't fucking make it. The ones in the United States made it. They fucking survived and reproduced. They didn't fucking make it in the Saharan one. Do you think the fucking white colonists that like fucking were basically like running away from fucking Great Britain because it was so tyrannical and just like, well, we're like, fuck it, I guess we're gonna fucking stand up spears here and fucking poke this king, you know? They were running away from King George. Do you think those fucking people fucking ran this? Did they run the fucking Saharan slave trade too? Were they like hopping on little boats and like fucking flying across the ocean to go to like the other continents and fucking set up shop there too? And then like coming back on the weekend, or what? Like, I'd like to hear your theory on it. It is not fucking white people that fucking made the transatlantic slave trade. It is not fucking white people that are signed on the historic fucking logs that you can go look up, you retards. You can go fucking look up the logs and see what the fucking name of the ship is from 1600 up until like 1800. You can go see which fucking companies had to fucking pay taxes for sales on slaves, and you can look at the fucking business owners. You can fucking look at the names of the plantations and who fucking ran them. All that shit is out there. Go fucking do it. Ridiculous. It's totally fucking ridiculous. My fucking ancestor in 1600 was caught up in a fucking roving group of people traveling through Europe, and they all got convicted of rape and murder as a huge group. My ancestor got picked to be a fucking executioner. So he had no choice for the rest of his life to do anything except executions. And it like pretty much like took away his future. And he fucking did it. And it's not called slavery, but it is conscription. And it is he's a social fucking pariah. And that's where the fuck I come from. I am not fucking owning slaves. There are fucking white people that were fucking slaves. There are fucking Irish that were fucking slaves. The shit is fucking older than fucking African slavery. It's just absurd. And the fucking Civil War, you dumbasses rigging down statues, the Civil War had nothing to do with fucking slavery. And what you ought to do if you think that is you ought to read fucking Frederick Douglass's Freeman Monument speech that he gave after the fucking war was over, discussing his relationship with Abraham Lincoln. And he pretty much fucking lays it out that, like, the Union didn't give a fuck about slaves. And they didn't give a fuck about black people. It's all fucking economic. The Civil War was an economic war to consolidate the fucking United States. That's what it was for. It was not about slavery. They didn't give a fuck about slaves. Just like the government right now doesn't give a fuck about black people. Because the motherfuckers that are funding and organizing all of these fucking idiots, and I don't mean just black people, I mean like fucking white people that are doing these fucking riots, guess what? The people that are fucking organizing you are the same motherfucking people that fucking ran slavery, you retards. I mean, it's like, at some point, you know, I assume that God is going to come into the world and fucking set all these people on fire, but, I mean, it's kind of taking a long time. Would you, please hurry up. There's incredible injustice in the world for everybody. And black people had it fucking hard, okay? But congratulations, because we're all fucking slaves now. We're all fucking equal because we're all fucking slaves at the same time. And you better believe that when if they fucking wipe out fucking white people, it's not gonna fucking stop there. They're gonna fucking move the musical chair to whoever the fuck is the biggest threat next. You better believe that shit. And there should have never been fucking slavery. Never. It never should have happened for anybody. It's ridiculous. It's absurd. Just like we shouldn't have fucking money now. Because it's absurd. Because it's just fucking abusing everyone and taking away money and making people do things that are completely irrational all the time. Because all they can fucking worry about is money. And they have to, because if they don't do it, then they're gonna fucking drop out of society. You know who doesn't go, you know who are the people that don't go along with it? The people that are living in fucking tents on the side of the city. In the big cities. That is who the fuck is not doing it. That is who's not going along with the system. If you don't go along with the system, a fucking beast comes out and strips everything that you have from you and fucking kicks you out on the fucking street to live like a raccoon on, like in a dumpster or something. You know, like an animal. And they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. And they don't care if you die. They don't care if you don't, you know, have fucking children. They don't care about any of that stuff. And so you have to play ball or you're fucking gone. And this has to stop. It's going to stop one way or another. You guys can either organize and make it stop in a peaceful way, or you can wait until we all start fucking cutting each other's dicks off or whatever's coming. Probably cannibalism, like Lord knows. This fucking shit that's coming up is just going to get worse and worse and more extreme. It is not going to stop. You are not going to fucking, you know, pass go, collect $200. You're not going to fucking like go back to fucking normal. This is a one-way street. This is never going to go back. The only way that you can, they want you to fight and kill each other. The only way that you can be peaceful is to start working right now while you still can, while bullets are not flying, because you're going to have a fucking hard time doing it when people are out there organized trying to kill you. Whoever you may be, it's going to be like tons of groups doing it, you know. It's going to be the state. It's going to be like fucking militias. It's going to be, everybody's going to be fucking killing each other. It's going to be a madhouse. And then you're going to get China dropped in your ass. The only way to do it peacefully is right now, while you're not fighting, to fucking put out a public plea for people that fucking detach, and for the state and anybody that's supporting the state to demand that they allow people to opt out. To fucking demand it. To demand it. Which is completely fucking in line with the Declaration of Independence. It is not extreme at all. The entire purpose of fucking breaking off from Britain is because of tyranny and because people are being fucking stepped on, and they didn't want to do it, and then they wanted, and then they chose representative government. Well, you don't have any fucking representatives now because they're all bought, every single fucking one of them. They're all bought. The GOP and the DNC at each state level for those parties is completely fucking controlled. The people that are working in the states are the same people, and they stay there a lot longer. And you don't know who they are because they don't publish their fucking faces. They try to keep it low key. Every fucking state. That's why the presidents are done. You don't have any more presidents. There are no more presidents. Like, people don't understand how far this shit has gone. It's not a factor of like, you guys need to be careful because if you don't, they're going to come get you. They already got you. It's up. They've already put a cordon around you. All of this shit is pulling the fence in. They're going to pull it in until your fucking elbow reaches back and it hits the fence and you're going to go, oh shit. They're fucking like having ammunition manufacturers like Stamp Brass, like CBC and shit like that. They're fucking like they're fucking pulling base chemicals that are used for explosive manufacturing. They're pulling that shit out of circulation like super fucking quiet and not talking about it. It's like fucking the FBI and the ATF giving like recommendations to distributors and shit to pull fucking equipment and like base chemicals that you would use to produce like easily produced explosives. You know why they're doing that shit? And you haven't fucking heard about it. It's been happening for several years. You know why they're doing that? Because they know that a fucking war is coming. That's why. And they don't want you fucking making IEDs and fucking blowing them up so they lose. That is what the fuck is going on. You can fucking believe me or not. I don't care. It doesn't matter because you know what? You're gonna fucking watch it the fuck happen. This isn't I'm not here like telling you like you guys need to like, you know, like buy more shit or like, you know, support this candidate or that candidate. You don't have any fucking candidates. It's already done. Like I don't know how more clearly to tell you. You need to, what you need to do is like make it so that you have some type of autonomy so that when this bitch dropped, you're not standing there with your dick in your hand, because that's what's gonna happen now. You think that if there's a fucking conflict, they're gonna be able to bring in fucking like Kroger products and shit to stock the shelves? Like they're not. And you don't have any replacement because they fucking sent everything overseas. And they've done it very purposely. They're going to bring in a supply line and redirect it to whoever the fuck is a good boy. That's what's going to happen. And if you're not a good boy, you're not going to fucking get fed. That is what's going to happen. In the aggregate, in the long run. I'm giving you like a time compression here, like so you can see a clear picture of what's going on. That is what the fuck is going on. That is what's going to happen. And you're going to watch it happen. And what's going to happen, which is very unfortunate, is that because you love money so much and because you won't believe me even though I don't want anything from you. I literally just want to help you, and that's it. I want fuck all to do with you. I just want to help you so you can be free. That's it. What is going to happen is that when you start getting squeezed because you didn't make any preparation at all, and because the politicians didn't make any preparation at all because they don't give a fuck because they're all corrupt and they're not paid to give a fuck, what's going to happen is that you're going to find yourself in a position where you're going to have to do fucking immoral things to survive. Their populations are not going to accept not having their shit. You know what I mean? Like, they're going to want to, nobody's going to accept, like, starving to death or, like, going with fucking power forever. And what's going to happen is that you're just going to accept any hand that wants to hand anything out. You're going to accept it because you're not going to have any choice. And that's what you're being set up for. So, if you want to have a future with no choices, then keep on eliminating all of your own resources and taking from the hands that are feeding you. That has clearly resulted in exactly where the fuck we're at. Like, the United States people did not put us where we're at. It's the people that we are listening to. It's the people that are fucking running money and telling the news what to say. Those are the people that have put us exactly where the fuck we're at. They're the same people that fucking sent us to Iraq. The same people that sent us to Afghanistan. The same people that fucking did 9/11. And no, I'm not talking about all Jews. Which is purge. Okay, that's in Ezekiel. So anybody that's like, hopefully if there's a Jew watching this, they fucking get where I'm coming from. For non-Jews, they're pretty much, they don't know anything about it, and they're like, and they're like, they don't know fuck all about Judaism, and then they're watching this and they're like, wow, Dugin's like really anti-Semitic. Like, I'm sorry, there's not much hope for you. But you should rest assured that like the monolithic display of Judaism that the power presents is not reality. All right, I gotta take off. You guys have a good night. Have fun. Don't give up hope. There is plenty of hope. Plenty of fucking hope. But you do have to do action. You have to do action. You can either do something for yourself right now and begin right now, or you can fucking hold off and roll your dice, and then you can do an action when you feel like you don't have any choices. And it's probably not going to be as peaceful. Just saying that. All right. Have a good night. Have fun. I love you guys.